Welcome to Lesson 12, Graduation Day. 11 lessons have brought you here, and today they all converge into one real project, deploying a live website from the command line. You'll SSH into a real server, install nginx with apt, edit configs in Vim, set permissions, write a deploy script, and schedule a health check with Cron. No more studying. Today, you're shipping. Here's the shape of what you're building. 3 boxes, 2 arrows. On the left, your laptop, where you'll edit files in Nano or Vim and push them up with a deploy script. In the middle, the server, Ubuntu in the cloud, running nginx out of var www with cron jobs ticking in the background. On the right, the world, anyone with a browser hitting your site over HTTPS. The glue between them, SSH and SCP going out, nginx on port 443 coming back. That's the whole system. Step 1. Get yourself a box. Any cloud provider works. DigitalOcean, Hetzner, Linode, AWS, $5 a month gets you a fresh Ubuntu LTS server with an IP address. Push your key up with ssh-copy-id, then SSH in with no password. Run unaim to confirm you're really on the server, then apt update and upgrade before anything else. That's lesson 1, 8, and 9 all firing at once, and you're already in. Step 2. Install the web server. 1 command, apt install nginx, and you've got the same software running a third of the internet. Check it's alive with systemctl, open the firewall with UFW, then curl localhost to confirm a 200 OK. Now hit it from your laptop with your server's IP, and there it is, your box answering HTTP requests on the open internet. Anything you drop into all var www.html is what the world sees. Step 3. Write the site. Edit locally, Vim or Nano, whatever's in your muscle memory from Lesson 7. Then SCP the file straight to your server. SSH in, move it into var www.html, and fix permissions. Chown to www.data, xmoda 644. Refresh the browser, and there it is. Your HTML, served by your nginx on your box, deployed by you from a terminal. Step 4. If you did it twice, script it. That's the rule. Bundle every command from the last step into deploy.sh. Your variables from Lesson 10, your pipes from 6, your SH and SCP from 9, all wrapped together. Set EUO pipe fail at the top so the script bails the moment anything breaks. Now shipping a change is 1 command. That's automation. Step 5. Let Cron watch the site while you sleep. The script is small. Curl the URL, grab the status code, log OK or down with a timestamp. Drop 1 line in your cron tab, and it runs every 5 minutes, forever, piping everything into health.log. Now you can tail it live or grep down to see every outage in a single line. That's the full loop. Deploy, monitor, alert, running without you. Step back for a second and look at what just happened. Every lesson in this series showed up in this build. The terminal from Lesson 1, permissions from 4, processes from 5, pipes, packages, networking, scripting, cron. Each one wasn't a drill. It was a part you needed. And the last column, Lesson 12, is the project where they all click together into a live site. And now think about what that actually means for you. 12 weeks ago, none of this made sense. Today you can SSH into any box on the planet, read its logs, triage a slow system with 5 commands, automate anything you do twice, chain small tools into custom ones, and deploy real software end-to-end. These aren't tutorial tricks. They're engineering capabilities you'll carry for the rest of your career. So where do you take it from here? 4 directions, all built on the same foundation. DevOps, if you want to ship code at scale, start with Docker. Cybersecurity, if you want to defend systems, start with Kali. Cloud engineering, if you want to rent servers by the minute, spin up an EC2 instance. Or SRE, if keeping things alive at 3 a.m. sounds like your kind of puzzle, Start with Prometheus. Pick one. Every path below this point assumes Linux fluency, and you've got that now. But none of that matters if your Linux skills go rusty. So here are 5 habits to keep them sharp. Reach for the terminal first, even when a GUI would do. Anything you do twice, script it. Run at least one always-on Linux box, a $5 VPS or a Raspberry Pi, so you're touching SSH and Cron daily. Read other people's scripts on GitHub. Everyone teaches a new pattern. And teach what you know. Nothing locks in a skill faster than explaining it to someone else. And that's it. 12 lessons, 60+ commands, your first deploy, your first automation, all real, all yours. You're not a Linux beginner anymore. You're someone who ships. So close this tab, open a terminal, and go build something. Welcome to Linux.